Truma, makers of the Combi heater and iNet system, are proud to sponsor Practical Motorhome TV.
Welcome back. Coming up, Diamond Dave is mulling over self-build motorhomes. But first we visit Colchester Holiday Park. Based as it is on the outskirts of this historic town, Colchester Holiday Park has a much more rural feel than its name might imply. It's a family and pet-friendly site with a good-sized play area for children and a small dog-walking area for the family pooch. The actual town of Colchester is just a 15-minute walk away and has a busy high street for you to explore, with lots of shopping options and more than its fair share of history. Not least because it's the oldest recorded town in England and was the capital of Roman Britain long before Londinium came along. There are Roman walls to see and a castle to visit, plus a world-class zoo close by. You're also very close to Constable country and Willie Lott's famous house, the subject of the Hay Wain, John Constable's most famous painting. Back on site, a small shop carries most of the essentials you're likely to need. Plus, it offers Cala gas sales and Wi-Fi access, although coverage is mostly around the reception area. There are 3 toilet blocks, so you're never far from a loo, and those loos are kept clean and tidy, which includes this bright and airy disabled facility. There are washing up areas outside and laundrette facilities inside. The shower areas are spacious and clean, with gas and electric heating all year long. Yes, you can pitch up in deepest midwinter, as Colchester Holiday Park is open all year round. There's no clubhouse or entertainment on site, but being so close to the town, plus the fact there's a bus stop just a 2-minute walk away, means it's pretty easy to visit the hundreds of restaurants and bars that Colchester has to offer. And space shouldn't be a problem either, as the site has 145 touring pitches, with 50% of those being hard-standing. 119 pitches have electric hookup, but there are only 10 super pitches, so if you need running water, electricity and grey waste disposal, it's best to book up well in advance. Opposite the children's play area, you'll find facilities for washing your motorhome, and just behind that is a drive-over wastewater point. And if it's storage you're after, Colchester Holiday Park can offer that too. The facilities that the site offers has earned it 4 golden pennants from the AA, and several other awards and recommendations, including a 4-star award from the Visit England team.
During the winter period, it's quite quiet.
Yeah, very quiet. Yeah,
very quiet, but it's not rowdy or anything in spring or summer.
But when it's full up, it's all full of family.
Yeah, it's just family noises, which is lovely.
One of the facilities they offer, which I thought was really good, is that when you leave, if you want your caravan washed, they'll do it for you, which I think is really good. I've never seen that before, so I'm absolutely over the moon with it. 9 out of 10, definitely.
So if you're looking for a site in East Anglia with convenient links into London, and one that's not too far from the coast, then why not give Colchester Holiday Park a try?
Hello again. Let's talk a little bit more about self-build motorhomes. This time I want to talk a bit more about the technicalities of it, what you need to know. So, first of all, let's consider you need to be a carpenter, a plumber, an electrician, a gas fitter. Not everybody can do all of those jobs. Sometimes you might want to get somebody in professionally to do the technical stuff for you. If you can do it yourself, all well and good. Just be sure that you know what you're doing first. So your electrical systems. There's 2 main electrical systems in a motorhome, mains and the 12 volt. Your 12 volt systems will consist of your leisure batteries, all of the various items you've got, water pump, lights, TV, etc. Your leisure batteries need charging. Now they can be charged from the mains hookup. They can be charged when your engine's running from the alternator on the engine. They can also be charged from solar power. Not everybody fully understands all of this kind of stuff. If you know what you're doing and if you're competent, by all means go ahead and do it yourself. If you've got any doubts, I would strongly recommend you use a professional to do these aspects of your motorhome for you. There are companies around there that will quite happily take on these jobs. Yeah, you're going to pay for it, but you know that the job's done right, hopefully. Mains systems typically will consist of a mains battery charger. You might have mains powered heating, mains powered water heating, a few 240 volt sockets in the vehicle so that you can plug in your radio, your kettle, slow cooker even, whatever. Your gas system, obviously it's quite an important part of your motorhome. You'll be cooking on gas, you're very often using gas for heating. If you've got a three-way fridge, you'll need gas for that. Gas can be very dangerous. If it's done properly and treated safely, not a problem. If you know what you're doing, carry on, do it yourself. If you're not at all sure about any aspects of the gas system, please get a professional to do the work for you. If you tell them what you want, they should be able to work out the correct pipe sizes. That's one aspect that a lot of people don't understand. You will need bigger bore pipe to feed the higher powered appliances. But obviously from the manifold down, it's no good having an 8mm pipe feeding to the manifold and then a 10mm pipe from the manifold to the high power appliance. What you need is the bigger bore pipe feeding to the manifold and then the relevant pipe size to the relevant appliances. If you're not sure, get a professional to do it, please. If you do it yourself, I would strongly recommend, very, very strongly recommend, that you take your vehicle to a workshop and have a gas inspection done. They will pressure test it for you, they will check all of the appliances, they'll check everything's done safely and properly, and they will issue you with a certificate of competence, if you like, to say that your vehicle's safe in the aspects of gas. I'm sure your insurance company will be very pleased to see that. Ventilation is also very important, especially with the gas appliances. Many gas appliances are room sealed. They take air in from outside for combustion and the exhaust products are driven back outside. But things like your cooker will be using air from inside, and obviously the fumes are into your living area. So you need ventilation. We need to split the ventilation top and bottom. So we need high level and we need low level. The high level will bring fresh air in, the low level will let fumes out. Sometimes it's the other way around. Sometimes the fumes will go up through the top and the fresh air comes in from underneath. But without those ventilation points, you are in a very dangerous situation, especially with gas appliances, even if it's only because it uses up the oxygen that you want. So with the gas, it's very important that you know what you're doing. Check the instructions on all the appliances that you're going to fit. There's plenty of information available on the internet. Be careful what you're using as source material, because there's a lot of misinformation out there as well. But if you're in doubt, get a professional. One final point on the gas is a carbon monoxide alarm. Very worthwhile having. If an appliance is burning badly, it can produce carbon monoxide, which is lethal. It can kill you in very small doses, especially in a small confined space like a motorhome. So it's very important that A, your appliances are running properly, but B, you have the means to warn you if they're not. Carbon monoxide alarm will do the job. Be aware it's carbon monoxide, not carbon dioxide. Very common to get the two mixed up. Carbon dioxide can suffocate you in extreme circumstances, but carbon monoxide poisons you. It gets into your blood, it replaces the oxygen that's being carried in the blood, and that kills you from the inside. It's very nasty stuff. So be very careful with it. Carbon monoxide alarm is a must. So that's the heavy stuff, the gas, the electrics, the stuff that can hurt you. But you can have a lot of fun converting your own motorhome. Simple things like cutting window apertures in. Again, you may want to get a professional to do it for you, but if you feel competent, go for it. There's a lot of enjoyment and a lot of satisfaction to be had from converting your own motorhome. I'd say give it a go. See you next time.
Do not attempt any work on vehicles unless you're competent to do so. Always have safety critical work checked by a suitable qualified professional.
Sadly, that's all we've got time for on this week's show. In our final episode next week, we'll be doing something special with a Bailey, so don't miss it. In the meantime, you can keep in touch with us via our website, Facebook or Twitter. Until next time then, tour safe and take care.
Truma, makers of the combi heater and iNet system, are proud to sponsor Practical Motorhome TV.